The world has suffered a devastating loss in the death of Ruth Bader Ginsberg, a giant in the fight for gender equality and the rights of minorities. Her death leaves an opening on the Supreme Court and has the power to dramatically reshape the presidential race as Trump and Republicans in the Senate begin making moves to fill it. In light of this, what will be different about the last 44 days of the race compared to what we've seen so far?
John Ruddick.
OK, so look, Ruth Bader Ginsberg was a phenomenon, a larger-than-life figure, and there's been 119 Supreme Court justices in the history of the Republic, and most of them pass with time there and we forget their names. But Ruth Bader Ginsberg is a legend and she will be remembered by future generations. The thing that I was really struck yesterday, I saw something on some American news, the leader of the Conservatives on the Supreme Court for the last sort of for the last sort of 10, 15 years was Justice Antonin Scalia. He was the leader of the Conservatives. He was the polar opposite of Ruth Bader Ginsberg. But I just found out over the weekend, they were not just had a very warm relationship as colleagues, they were personal friends, their family were all personal friends, and they went on overseas holidays together. Sure. So I thought this is good.
But how does this change the last days of the race? What's Trump going to do about it?
Well, the Constitution is clear. There is a lot of misinformed opinion out there about what the rules are in this situation. So the Constitution says there's 9 justices of the Supreme Court. They are nominated by the President, proposes somebody, and then a majority in the Senate has to say whether they accept them or not. Now, the rule is, in a presidential election year, like we're in right now, if there is a Supreme Court vacancy, the rule is, and this is not in the Constitution, but this is a convention. This is a norm that has been around since the beginning of the Republic. If this precise situation were to occur, and the President is from one party and the Senate majority is from that same party, then the rule is that they have a debate and that nominee from the President will probably become a High Court justice.
Is it as simple as that, Kylie?
No, not really.
No.
Well, then why not?
So I think John's slightly rewriting recent history, at least, in the sense that the Republicans, I was there when President Obama nominated Merrick Garland, wanted Merrick Garland to be confirmed in his final year.
This is many months out from the election.
This is many months out from the election. Mitch McConnell, as I said, I think at the moment we're hearing a lot from the Republicans suggesting that there are historical precedents. It goes back to time immemorial. But Mitch McConnell, at that time, I was there, I covered it, he was very clear. The reason why he didn't want to proceed, the reason why Lindsey Graham said he didn't want to proceed, why all those people didn't want to proceed was because they did not want to decide themselves. They wanted to let the American people decide via the presidential election.
Is that what should happen this time?
Well, I don't know whether it should happen. They can do what they like, but certainly they're not sticking to the commitment they made. They're behaving in completely the opposite fashion to what they did at that time.
Kylie, what happened in 2016 was, you are correct, you can dig out quotes from the Republicans in 2016 and say, no, we're not going to we're not going to even debate Obama's nominee. OK, but the quotes you're referring to was campaign talk. Now, campaign talk is overridden by constitutional conventions.
You don't think this is campaign talk?
No,
we're 40 days out from an election.
Well, we're talking about... It would be the first time in the history of the Republic if we had a president from one party and a Senate majority from the same party.
I just want to bring Cole Brown in here. Why does this matter so much?
Well, first of all, I think that campaign talk is a hilarious euphemism for just dishonesty. I mean, Lindsey Graham said clearly he said, please quote me on this. You can use this quote against me in 4 years should we come into this situation again.
Situation.
This is totally invented.
Can you just explain, though, why, as a young American, why does this decision mean so much to your future?
Well, it's hugely consequential. I mean, the 2 justices that Trump has put on the court already both replaced pre-existing conservative judges. So this is one where he would be able to flip. This is a liberal justice going out, and he would be able to appoint a conservative one.
In addition to that, if I could... Sorry, Cole.
Sure.
This... a lot of Democrats feel that their choice for a Supreme Court nominee was robbed from them with Merrick Garland. So that increases the tension and the political politicization of this particular appointment.
It's something I'd like to add, though, specifically, too, when you talk about sort of young voters, is that this is clearly going to have serious implications for abortion rights. And Trump, that's an issue that matters to young voters. And Trump has put his short list forward. He said that it will probably be a woman. The woman that has now become the most likely candidate, Amy Barnett, is very skeptical of sort of a woman's access to abortion. So this is something that will have, Amy Barnett is 48 years old. If she gets in the bench, this will have decades and decades of ramifications.